Hi everyone, how are you doing? Let's see if we can finish this case. I'm pretty sure this case has been longer than the rest of the game, like the vanilla game. Hi Kate, take care of yourself. Wow, I really saved like in the middle of a sentence. And their relationship, the forgery that takes the hi Seraph. Seraph says Seraph please. My. Kids these days no longer Stop. Okay, sorry guys. It's gonna be a thing now. Our stream. Yeah, does the mic smell enough like you yet? Eileen. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Why would I not save here? Whatever. Let's see, what was it now? The jar fragment list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Wait, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason at court to participate in a fraud. Rearranging the crime scene help me out in Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been careful to observe protocol. You understand I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Pete, I believe I will press charges so you won't make this mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Aji, turn though. Yeah, my subtitles suck, I'm sorry. I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys, telepathic? That's me. I'd appreciate if you. I would appreciate it if you Stop making this elegant. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? How do you know? Back in the day, well, Phoenix, is this the time? Have you know? Back in the day, I once had already. Right, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry the evidence, kid. Have proof to the contrary. You're going to need later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? Talking about when Raito's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, it would prove his investigation was illegal. Ugh. I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. I sure hope you were wearing gloves.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? It's all purely hypothetical. But suppose I did place those items. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Objection!
If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not trusting Cat Raito. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered.
Hold it!
Are you saying this jaw fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Objection!
Oh, and wouldn't that be good? Right? Chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clear they may be, will only tell me something I don't know. Come on now, Raito. Think about it. No reason I'd participated for.
Hold it!
How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Accused that you remember? Who said that murder deal? Not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Scott. Well, now do you see? Title's not best, but it's better than nothing. For example, in any way easier than on getting so. They helped, and that's why they're for. And I'm glad they helped. Rearranging a crime scene wouldn't help me out.
Hold it!
Really, Chief Gat? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would of course be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. Solution of the SL9 incident secured your that in itself is sufficient motive. Ho ho ho. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The solution of SL9 merely sped up the that true it worked. Yes, I was going to be made chief anyway. Yeah. Careful when pointing that finger or you might wind up the one point at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. You didn't do it for yourself. Did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Wardy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Hold it!
Nothing in it for you. Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. Don't feel sorry for anyone. Dropping in to say hi, Minky. Hi, Tails. Tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. Be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Wordy. Right. Could there have been something in it for him? In his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? No. I can think of how it would help him. Means... would it have helped out anyone? Relax and take a deep breath, Mr. Wright. Try to think outside the box. After all, that's what you're good at, isn't it? Outside the box. Never thought I'd hear him tell me that. The question isn't who would the chief help. Who would ask the chief for help? Someone did that, he'd be sure to find a way to benefit that person. It appears the defense has nothing more to say. Chief, could you repeat your testimony from the beginning? Okay, so I guess I was supposed to be someone.
Hold it!
Back to that. Okay. Sure, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you've positively determined to portray the chief. You're positive. As a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Take that!
Prosecutor Lanasky, defendant. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstance. If Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events, who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lanasky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this tough change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. You mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh, come on. Bro. Oh, wait. Must mean puppet, as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lanasky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Raito, my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I control Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana is keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. Hey guys, remember when this was the case? Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Woody, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? What? Order. I said order. Right, you can't be seen. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail in murder? This, impossible. Your Honor, I was merely creating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go. You prove this, Mr. Wright. That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder. Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. Question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. I'm thinking. The ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? Safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Big fan of 7s. Order. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. Defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Why don't you show your ID card to the class so we can prove it's not yours? Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you enter the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? Wow, that's a suspicious reaction. I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection!
Hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
Objection!
No, it isn't, Your Honor. Trial's purpose is to determine the truth. Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime. Then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to Chief Gant on the day of the crime. God. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. You would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filed it. He filed it? How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. Did too? Yes. Transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then accompanied Detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the murderer. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait. Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. Could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Objection!
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. You had really lent it to Detective Goodman. It would have been found on his body. Oh my god. Who got hit by lightning? Chief Gant, you didn't. Murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind choose the police department as a place to commit murder. To the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? Dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection!
Take me needing starting stream, for example, or finally after that, for which I have no reason to be overly animated. Go to bed, sleep, it's 3 AM so far. Oh, please go sleep. forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How did he manage to move there? I was in the police department the entire day, you know. Everyone's aware that Anna stayed at the prosecutor's office after the search. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. Have an entire police force at your... Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Count, you left all the evidence we need. Prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. All this time, I thought it was a useless clue taking up space. Screwdriver time, guys. How could the chief have moved the body? Right, show us this evidence. The victim's body, you can't use this. Ah, he moved Detective Goodman's body. What's that? A screwdriver? What does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here? Because... I was asked to go by Chief Gunn, no less. Told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gunn asked you to. The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. Transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye. Order, order, order. What's going on here? Merry Cheetos. Happy holidays. Yay. Oh, by the way, depending on how fast I beat this, I guess we can find out if count in the same day counts as 1 or 2. If I beat this too fast, I'll play a different game after, so I'll start a new one right away. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea how to... There's no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations. Think back to the photograph Mrs. Carr took at the prosecutor's office. It was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It was a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gunn, please say something. I believe... Time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Rido, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. Have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. Bro, are you for real right now?
Objection!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? The police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse. And I'm invoking that right now. What? Not a right to be casually. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away. Don't make me laugh, Morty. I stabbed good old man. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, I had Lana dispose of the body? So, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Ermengarde is the current chief of court. The court will not tolerate any accusation against him without proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, have any proof that Chief God murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Guy dispose of the body? Have any can't let him just squirm his way out of this. Got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence. And please hurry up and present it. Just remember, better prove Chief God murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ugh. I feel like that's a fingerprint. I'll try. No. Where is that? It's proof as to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate Chief. Let you be the judge. Wait, it is. Okay, cool. But I am the judge. Oh, right. Well, what do you think, Your Honor? What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be lynched for. Oh, never mind. I guess it wasn't. Please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer. I have proof. I'll try again. Okay, I guess no. Let's see, forget. No use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present I have no conclusive evidence. DOG? In that case, the court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against. What? Here's the tip, never gamble what you can afford to lose, righto? That, Lady Locke was on my side again today. Okay, OG, I'll leave the rest to you. I think this might be a game, guys. Warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This front to senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Wow. Oh. Lady Locke, huh? Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. Haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. Lady who knows the truth, not a witness. absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of testimony. Chief Gun has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in the trial. Someone bright, very rude. Edward, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witness. Right, does such a witness exist? May not be willing to tell the truth. We can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. Defense calls for...
Take that!
Bennett. Lana Sky was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 a.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we'll reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. The court is now in hold on. Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good on you. Make threats to her. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty. Neil Marshall's murder. The case per Marshall's. Ah, good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? What a way to look suspicious as hell, like, you know what would look really you know what would make me look really innocent right now? If I made open threats. Definitely like what an innocent guy does. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Okay. There aren't any further objections. Court is now in recess. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That cheat. Something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. Ha ha ha, I'm not a detective anymore. Yeah, sorry about that. Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. Take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Ah yeah? Still, looks like we're all out of moves. You can't done it again. How is he always gets upper hand? Not fair, he has right to refuse to testify. Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said. But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that? Simple. The Chief refused to testify. The opposite also holds. Meaning he forfeits his right to say anything. Are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. I heard everything that's been... Emma, I'm sorry for what I said. No, don't be. It was the truth. No, it's funny. I almost feel how really... Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. Think that all this time there was being blackmailed by that terrible man. She did it all just to protect me. Misses her appointment as chief prosecutor. Everyone who knew me. Perhaps this easier that way. What do you think I mean? Follow Chief Cat's order? Must have shut herself up deep inside. Forced herself to do anything, everything Chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cruel. It was all my fault. All because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, quit blaming yourself now. Want to blame anyone, blame society, Paul. Chief may be able to fool everyone else with it. He can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, we better go back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait here? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. Anna tells the truth. Let's go, right? Time to end. Be continued. Oh no, there is another save. This case is so long. Surely, we're about to wrap it up now for real. Now then, will the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky, please take the stand? Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done this past 2 years. Provide the court with your testimony, Mrs. Sky. And remember, you are under oath. On to him. First. Anna, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Yeah, I definitely go to sleep, enjoy a game, good times on Island, thank you for coming. Now then, your testimony. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Kent. I worked alongside Gann for you. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence to go all by myself. Misty. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you sure about this test? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana, this is true, and that means Chief Gann has nothing to do. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. What if she's telling the truth? Not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Down, she's really screaming in agony. Well, it would sure be nice if she help her. Yeah, this is no time to start second guessing myself. Defense may now begin its cross-examination. Worked alongside Gann for you.
Hold it!
How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. Detective Gann and Detective Sky were living partners. I personally saw them testify numerous cases. Must have been good coming from the same school. Damon Gann was a respectable detective, that's why. No truth, blackmailed.
Hold it!
Think about it, Mrs. Cat. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. Still don't get it, do you? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. Have Detective Goodman with a knife. And fabricated the evidence to you all by myself.
Hold it!
So to help your sister, Bill Duck was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim. I didn't want that incident to fight. What she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with me. That's not the point. I was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Nana, that's why you fabricated evidence. I found Crosshair body at Reham.
Hold it!
Hey, you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? I was the first person to discover the scene. Broken Prosecutor Award knife was stuck in the victim's body. This is clearly like flashback picture is not accurate. What? The prosecutor's marshal died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you knew was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Besides, all you want, Mr. Wright Bell never changed. Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that? That is so. What happened to the other murder? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the street. That's not how it went. Trying to cover up her lies with lies. All just to protect me. Shake her. Like, come on. So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Broke up the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, and moved the body.
Hold it!
Planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim, and then you moved the body. But why? Why would you do that? Of all people should know Edgeworth. Always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Why did you do that? Come on now, Mr. Wright, even you should be able to figure it out. Very well, let's add this to the witness's testimony. Lisa Mrs. Cat fabricated the knife. Weapon found buried in the body. All the proof. Let's ask the other one. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? Was where you deduced it was, by Chief Genstead. And the body was found by your desk. Why did you move? The reason for that is simple. Have the witness explain this in further in more detail. I moved the body. Oh, you can only have one or the other. Okay. The jar that shattered during my events. Hi. Let's start with the body kind of see. Damages.
Hold it!
According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and being it that might point the blame away from Dr. Felt the most way to get him convicted by having the tip of the knife found inside the victim. Buried it inside the victim's stab wound. Yes, because I hated Dark for what he did.
Hold it!
The moving the body seems a bit more. Of the jar that shattered during the events written my plan.
Hold it!
Jar, you mean? Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Marshall was dead and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have their stroke. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there was more to that. It must be a prediction. Wait, I committed this fabrication.
Hold it!
Rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you did? Emma from looking like the murder. How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. White? Emma didn't do it here. So desperate to hide that fact. Willing to risk the death sentence? She's already taken a beat. How did this? Right? Lying, she did it so I wouldn't happen. Yes. The prosecutor, well, I've done it on pardon. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Right, my sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to fabricate evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it all alone. Got to get Lana to talk more. Lying, then she's bound to slip up and make the What about this?
Objection!
Oh. Not yet. I should.
Objection!
Okay, I understand how you feel. Committed that crime 2 years later. In the forgery at the Colonel Marshall was. That truth were to be explained now. Past 2 years of life. To have been in. So I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention. Tradition with your. A tradition in my testimony. Testify in a code. Piece the jar that shattered during events threatened my plan. That's right. You have a problem with that? Simple oversight, really. A message was written on this jar with the victim's. Yes, the prosecutor was the final moment. Exactly so. Where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write this message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Couldn't have written Emma's name on the shattered jar. Order, order. Your Honor, would appear. More information is needed in regard to the jar and its bloody message. Maybe missing something critical. Critical. Chief Prosecutor, you're as in the dark as we are about the truth parts which. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the floor. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check. Safe, I wiped away the blood. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them out. All I could think about was wiping them. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. The traces.
Hold it!
The jar was already broken. Miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. Certainly looks as the defense's case. Not as feeble as the judge's judgment. Cornet's a turkey detective who never missed. Really expect us to investigate this was from the jar piece. Normally I would have. It was dark in the room. Have time to check.
Hold it!
Didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar. If I had known, I would have gathered all the and ground them to them. Well, that helps my case. Lana, you do that for me. Might make up yet. Anyway, barely had enough time to move the body as it was. Someone happened upon the scene. Against you. Must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. Rather shocking.
Hold it!
I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. You really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall? You wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? Lana, I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me else but gather up the pieces.
Hold it!
But how could you see the power out? It should have been back in that office. Detective is always prepared, Mr. Right? Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Even I carry a bottle of emergency wherever I go. I never miss any. I got every last peek. All I could think about was wiping them.
Hold it!
Legally rearrange the crime scene. Yes, I'll have any excuse for my action. Sorry, Lana, I didn't. Badly all this time. Not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident, pull out this it will leave a permanent stain on the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. She's really putting up a fight. She does really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I've finally figured out Jensen. One final possibility that might turn everything around. Not too sure about that.
Hold it!
That's not true. Like, try to make up with the fragments.
Objection!
Yeah, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? Found the final piece of the jar in Chief Gant's safe? But how? Knew it. Really didn't. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. It was blood on it. The witness testified that she gathered every last wiped the blood off of it. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. Night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered. Not the first one to show up on the scene. Gant got there before you. Couldn't the defendant have simply...
Objection!
I'm afraid that's unlikely. They're too big for anyone to miss, let alone a naze. May well be, but everyone makes a mistake. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. How?
Objection!
Here, murder trial is not... Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the car was already broken. That's... There's no way a name could have been written on the battered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the... Hope you're not implying that this person was... And at the time, he was looking for dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
Objection!
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for you? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? Judge. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Raymond Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the... proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hit one of the broken... Question. What is this action called? Fabrication of evidence. Isn't it like more like... concealment? Why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Stark. Sparing Emma. Therein lies the reason why Mrs. Sky became the chief's puppet. Ouch, this hurt. She bit her thumb so hard it bled. That's ouch. No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright said. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. That's gotta hurt, oh god. Right? I guess you type who likes to. Bro. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Yeah, I'm starting to think Emma didn't do anything. Maybe she wasn't even her. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Lana, maybe right after all. What do you mean, right? So you tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? Okay, testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But Amber knocking over Marshall. Yeah, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. We're getting his ass. Poor girl. Cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will. Tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Oh shit, we got through to her. Got through to her. I'll be right back. Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. The lens, but whatever. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the room. That Chief Gun helped me remove the body from the area. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be it. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword. We're the only one who saw that. Yeah. If only you had proof. Actually, we do have proof. Gave it to Mr. Wright just as... What? The picture took up the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be neat. Oh my god, is it? You shove it in the book and then we do like... That might be neat, but I don't remember receiving a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures of Anna. Anna says she gave it to you this morning, right? I remember getting something from her then. Let's check that evidence. Must be a picture in there somewhere. Oh, okay. Here it is. Iki. Okay, the picture here. Oh my. Hey, there's a piece of... Well, now we know where her hinge. Pick that piece. Actual crime scene. Oh god, yeah. I think somebody used a flash. No other detective saw the crime scene. As I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged. Crime scene photo from the... Yes, Mr. Wright. Cut out from his desk, could that be? Dog we found inside Chief and safe. I don't even know about this. Oh yeah, she did. What's this? It's all coming together. Handprint, isn't it? I thought it had fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, those must be the real murder. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, you're able to flush out the real. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall. Hey, bestie. Come now, Uchi. The poorest for a trial I've ever seen. Oh, aren't you going to rush? Can't. What now? Want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two if I need.
Objection!
I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? Already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Sit back, relax, enjoy the sound of the tightening around your... So what? Think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't make any statement. What do you mean? Evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present. Yes, that's true. Wait. You have some... No, I don't. But someone does. Someone. So what's your excuse, Raito? Why have you been quiet about it? You have something to show us, right? Something that proves you knocked over Neil Marshall causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no out. Is this true, right? I show that piece of evidence now. Not sure to be made out as the murderer. Right, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you'll be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. I mean, it's not actually... If you hint... What do I do now? I'd better take it carefully, or to make... Should I present that piece of evidence? One that shows the person. Yes, Your Honor. You'll have further evidence. Alright, the time's finally come to show it. Prints have got to be the thieves. The handprint, in my opinion. Proves that. Now then, let's get that shows who actually murderer.
Take that!
It's better call. Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's dead. It's best in our history. What's this? There's a big handprint on it. Surely, I found the blood by whoever shot the victim. What? Fingerprints are on this. I'm sure Raito has checked, haven't you? Bro, I thought you were supposed to talk anymore. Get out of here. Somebody get a water spray bottle and pish. Well, whose are they? You're Mrs. Skies. Emma Skies. What? Right? So really did do it. It was me.
Objection!
But this was found in your city. That means it's possible you're fortunate. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. You really expect me to put that? Talk it out. Mention it right now. Yeah, let's spray water at him.
Objection!
But give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. Not over. Shouldn't have presented that. If I presented that evidence, I am a Sky to legal marshal state. No. Did I mess up? Here's we have our killer. No. No. Can't hinge on that point. Again, then I don't. Fine, we can. I kind of love that. Nice way. Game really kind of like all-time train show evidence. Very interesting. Alright, let's see how fast I can go back to it. I'm sorry. Just I don't like to. I like to feel the punishment.
Hold it!
Should have suggested it. No, I thought about it. I just like to be punished. If I fuck up, I want to be punished. That's it.
Hold it!
Actually, I don't even know if I have to do it. I clicked the arrow, I swear I was trying to take.
Hold it!
It's okay, I kick fast.
Hold it!
That's okay. of my mistakes in 1 minute.
Hold it!
Not what I meant to click. I'll get there, I'm sorry. Not gonna take me.
Hold it! Objection! 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 Objection!
Alright, we're getting back there. It took 5 minutes, not 20. Save it for you. I'll save here. I saved, are you happy? No faith in me. No faith in me, I'll get it right this second.
Objection!
Like that piece of evidence. Honor, don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Why you lie? You can't. Open my safe. I know you took what was inside. Conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, why don't we show? On it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth. Whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you want. What are you talking about? You can't figure it out. Take a picture. The victim's doesn't notice any thought about the chip. Like part of it's being put out for. At this. Safe. What? That means having evidence. Get his ass. It's going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the department. Get his ass. Impressive. Such a cool choice this game has you pick out, I think. I agree. I really like that the way you frame it. If you show it too early, he's like, I'm not talking. It has nothing to do with this trial. And now if you do listen to him show it, it's the wrong. There's been a lot of like opposite of what you expect to be. Like at some point it was like you had to decide whether you have evidence against him or not, and the right answer was that you don't. It's been interesting. And like we're getting different. They're playing against our habits of and I like that. Impressive. Honest, I didn't had the gall, right though? Well, I can't just let you pick me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. And you already gave up. What? You admit to it? Bro has control. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene. You already gave up your right to testify. Get out of here. Somebody get him out of here. Then it occurred to me that I could use control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her, that when she saw the scene, asked me for my aid. The assistant, Mrs. Guy, told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip into the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. But I tampered with the crime scene. I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene. Of evidence. In those items in your tape. The most secure password in 7. Also your ID badge. Who does that? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. For calculating that far ahead while forging evidence. So you committed a murder like days ago. Let's just say if you committed murder once, you can not your first. You're way too relaxed. Philip, get the cannon, right? Get his ass. But you take me for food. I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. This jaw fragment is the most legible part of Emma's name. Now it's this. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood of all.
Objection!
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Some people don't know when to quit, do they? Check for things. Have the stuff. That's why I kept one more item for insurance. That piece of cloth? Come on, right. Cough it up already. I know you. What are you waiting for, Mr. Right? You admit to it then. Yeah. That you were hiding the cloth, but up. That's in your teeth. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that being, you know. But it's a lot better than being treated as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence. Well, just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence. Which move, Righto? You should have shown it then before. Long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, okay, fine, I'll say. No, it's too late to show the evidence now. Besides, even if I did, just expose that poor girl's feet, right? Think hard over the circumstance. Talking about then and now. There's one major difference between. Weren't you waiting for that difference? So, we're figuring out my plan. Okay. Right. Only check. Honor, I do have evidence. Right then, let's see. That shows who actually. Something else. Or do I have to? What if I show this?
Take that!
So, Edgeworth, your opinion, please? The Wright's humor has improved at the expense of it. Finish up your deal. It'll be okay.
Take that!
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, personally cut out this piece of the victim. Oh, yes. At last you finally brought it out into the handprint on this piece of cloth. Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. Handprint on the letter must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clear. I mean, not have been forged. Must be authentic conclusive evidence. Ho ho ho. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Righto had all this time to present his evidence. He was reluctant. Why would that be? You already know. You know whose fingerprints are on that? Right. Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. What fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. Trust you. The person to move fingerprints. belong to is
Take that!
Emma Sky. What? Mine? Sorry, Emma. Why? Tell me. Just wink at her. Getting. Oh. Really something, right? Oh. Girl did it all along. They'll try to pin the work. That's true, tragic, but girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to. Look, shoved him. All we know. I think it's. She's shorter. How could she have hung him on the. How could you monster? Yeah. Fingerprint. Those were all along it. Acted like she. Yeah. Not over just yet. What? Trial isn't over. But I'm afraid it is over. It's trial. Your career. Purpose. Kill this good. Add my friends. Puppets. But this very piece of evidence. Plus. Okay, now. I'm looking forward to pressing charges at. I'll have you badge. What's the matter, Kevka? Wrong? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who's innocently turned a poor little girl. Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh? What's that? Really killed Prosecutor Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. If Claude proved murdering, kill Neil Marshall, you. Was a mascot, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. If Claude contained critical. What? Contradiction? What is this babbling about? Talking about a contradiction on that proof. Real killer. Right. God. What could it possibly be? Against your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this thought. What exactly is this? The picture Mrs. Sky took. Take a look at it. Where the piece of this cloth and his vest was cut out? Yes. His shirt is showing under. Hard to make out with all the blood on his vest though. Yeah. That's a good point, isn't it? Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no longer were punctured, blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth. Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah! Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth. There's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. Oh, this is nonsense. Nothing, Chief Gant. Let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. You guys, I got it on second try. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor suit? Bro, that's fucked up. Then to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, that person proceeded to write her name with the jar, on the jar with the victim's blood. Oh, this is so messed up. She just really did all this and then didn't even like, but no guilt. Wow. jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. Make Lana believe. Remember what you admitted only moments ago. That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's death. Ironic, isn't it? The very act of created injury. Prove that you were the actual murderer. You get his ass. Finally all over. Oh, he's bleeding now. Hey. Oh, that was right. That was close, Raito. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refuse allegations. But you... A piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Elia gets struck by lightning. Order, what nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a son. Remember, Aji? Earlier, old Raito here concealed that piece of cloth. Then what's your excuse, Raito? Have some conclusive evidence. Honor, I don't have any evidence I can prove at this point in time. Well, that's true. That's different. At that moment, thought. Well, evidence. Oh. But that's not fair. Oh. You actually did. Looks like the last lap's on you, son. Mr. Khan's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, legal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assume or said the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright? Last. Time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Right. To admit to it. Forcefully and illegally conceal this. Let's read. Oh. I admit I refused to present it at one point. Haha. So the evidence is so peak, so true.
Objection!
No, it isn't. Huh? Not that I didn't present it then, that I couldn't. There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. Oh, Uchi, don't listen to his lies. Nothing but a coward, you can't really...
Objection!
There is only one issue left solved in this trial. Is evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not a violation of the law, then do so now.
Take that!
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? Imagine being able to, like, quote the law at a trial. That's gotta feel so. I can see. I've done my homework too. A guy's fingerprints were not. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? It's written right here in this book. Second rule of evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without the apartment. On this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. Because without saying, I did not have a apartment. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case trial. Things must feel part for once. Hell yeah, it is. Here is the crux of the matter. At the time, it was impossible for relevance. Get caught in the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is what relevancy? Relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Objection!
Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented? Shown only a few moments ago. Oh. Right? Beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gaines. You yourself confessed to a certain... Let me verify this. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece. Yes. Oh. It was then that you thought as conclusive evidence. Yes, Chief of Police personally approved the thought. The only person who could have cut this from the best is the one who stood before a prosecutor threshold final moment. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. Wahahahahaha. He's lost it. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, Vince snooped around the department trying to get something on me. What did I miss? Oh, we missed a lot this time, actually. We got his ass. We just got his ass. We're proving that Chief of Police did everything. Both murders. God, how are your arms not dead from clapping that much, dude? Crimes are being committed every day, and yet he is not handling. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. Wanted to reinvestigate the case. Recruited Angel Star, then Goodman. Detective Goodman. Yeah, we're finally gonna find out why he had to die, huh? Yes, that's right. Evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, got to help me. Goodman turned him down, and he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. Stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take TF. Goodman came to me that day. Wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden, he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? You please reopen the inventory, Chief, and transfer the evidence out. There were too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "Not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his work. I had a bad feeling when he did it, but I never thought he'd bring up XL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. Hey guys, maybe the guy with like such impulsive bloodlust could not be G. I couldn't just pull it out. So would have only led to blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. Didn't know who might spill in, so I hurried to wipe it up. Worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. Bloody handprint. Detective Gumshoe's locker. Known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too... I had no business to do any of it. Put the body in my car? I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any better way to keep the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Ugh. The prosecutor's car aside. How could you get Mrs. Guy involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. Took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. Not bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, left the jar fragments in the cup. Yeah. It looks like I was better off investigator of crimes than a committee. All did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. Their job's well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. Must have known that. Tell me, Wardy. Why do you stand in court? Price criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. Bro, really is pulling the we're the same card after admitting to murder. Someday you'll understand. I don't think you will. Oh, believe me, you will. Just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring him down once we try to do it alone. Damn. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, what? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch. Sorry, old friend. Oh, he was the lunch date. Sorry today. Too long ago. For once a fine investigator and a sample of 2 others on the board. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Days are gone now, Uchi. All the memory. Don't worry, you'll be. Now you have Raito here, and Worthy. Round, go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. Sounds of ending. Lost it. Completely lost it. There are 2 things I want you to understand. Yes. First, they're never hurting. Second, Tim again betrayed you from the beginning. See, Mrs. Guy, talk to your lawyer next time. No longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. If this trial is over, I'll tell everyone. All that I've done these past 2 years. Time I had Gans help me forge evidence up until today. So, seems all the questions raised in this trial have been. I'm sorry, Mrs. Guy. I couldn't get you out of. My. What high standards you have. You can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? Years from now, this might make it stop. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Guy. You too, Mr. Suffered every bit as much as I have over the past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been. It was nothing. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break. Yet, above it all, and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Stop it. I only did the job. In light of this case, a good self-examining for all of us. What? Guy, Connor, you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed Pakis still acted as Trial will be scheduled for those crimes at a later. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. There is something important about all of this. Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, the trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, the court finds the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky. Did it, Chad? That is all. This court is adjourned. Made it. At long last, finally over. Emma? Quite a long face. I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder. That's not it. Just now, after the trial ended, you wiped me up and thought so highly of you. My thanks. Suffered every bit as much as I have over the past few days. Done well. No, I did my best. But Sana didn't say a single word to me. Oh, hope I'm not interrupting any calls. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. That puppy face. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around, all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, balls. I only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister? Nope, this time. I came today because of you, Paul. That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Anna. Doing this? Still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you want. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from school. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. I asked Gan to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for you. But now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 3 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distance. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you... Yes, you were only a minute from me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. Hiding what I'm doing. I was deceiving you. Such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. This, I have to apologize. I'm happy now. Or happy? Of course. No, sis. I always knew one day you'd come back. And now you have. Emma. Oh, Emma. Emma. What is it? Yes. one can change the past. Right to make up for. Why must we make up for mistakes you had? Listen to it. Find a way back to our rightful. From there, that we can acquire wider view. Yes, that's why I failed watching it. Right, Gumshoe? Me? Thank you for all that you've done. Sure we'll meet again someday. That's right. Edgeworth, stop hiding and come over here. Where was he hiding? I just came to say. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. So awkward. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We're the ones who acted corruptly. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself. Chief Gun was vice criminal. Deal it, you and me. Today you'll understand. Just 1 minute. See what it really takes to get down once you try to go. Despise criminals. And to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, given enough time, I might have tried to pull like Chiefkin. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Ganton, your mentor, Manfred von Karma. Both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. That in order to find crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. Weren't alone. We're working together with right. Because of that partnership, able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone. That right, Mr. Right? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. This pop quiz. Come on, Mr. Right, show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence, huh? I think that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find our own. Might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership. Crap, huh? You're right. Seems just have a lot to learn as well. Yes, that wasn't the right piece of evidence. Oh no. I messed up. Time for me to go. No! I'll get another chance. Mr. Edgeworth. You'll excuse me. There are still some that need wrapping up. When was I supposed to show him? Take care, prosecutor. I fucked it, guys. I let him down. Edgeworth, what will you do now? But whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you. In the end, it's up to you. I know. Seems I owe you my things. What I face now is my problem. Waiting for you in court. Farewell. I'd better be going to. Okay, but I'll be by to visit. We'll have a lot to learn. Here, this little something. Scientific investigation. First book I ever bought. Study it. Fix it. I will. So, another case came to a conclusion. I have faith. deadly lives. Stop holding. Okay, maybe I'll save and go back. Have time. I'll try to figure out the right show here. I think it's time I started a new journey on my own. Journey to recover myself. Go gambling? Here you go. Well, don't go tricking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it? Yeah, I should just go. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go back anyway. I'll go past it.
Take that! Take that!
I guess maybe this is probably the obvious.
Take that!
Now, what a case this has been. Really came together nicely. Love whenever the arrogant criminal starts whimpering dog. The only information I had about this case, by the way, was that you can't beat it in 4 hours. I feel like that's an understatement.
Objection! Objection! Take that!
I can't promise I'll save more often.
Objection!
I think it's interesting that the glove, blocking the door from closing properly, seems to have been an accident after all. It wasn't even there partial. It was just a genuine mistake. I think his second cover-up was way sloppier than... It's just like, whatever, this is the second time we kill a guy. Fine the first time. It looks like she's not wearing anything under that coat. Like, that can't be comfortable. There's no way that's not... Like the men have her white shirt. Why does she not have one? That's gotta be scratchy. Look at this. No. for a restart. What? How is that not it? Oh, the screwdriver. Then the screwdriver brings it back to that other key.
Take that!
What? What do you mean? What is it? What do you want from me? Maybe this one? Okay, I'll actually save in front of it, I guess. Why is this case so much harder than the rest of the game? I genuinely do. But hopefully it's the evidence list, because that would be kind of nice. Like two halves come together. I don't know what else. Oh, I can't even save right here. Okay.
Take that!
Yes, okay, I got it. That's the picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. I had one half of the evidences, and I had the other. First try. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance with me. Time for me to go. It's not even different. Pretty much. I think it is a case of it being made after the whole trilogy, and it being like the game's last case, just maybe why it's harder to it. Yeah, probably. Like, some of the ways the game was expecting me to behave would make sense if it like had slowly trained me to be that way from the games. And so it was just like, whoa. We got there. That matters. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, prosecutor. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Okay, well, whatever you do, just remember that what happened killed the prosecutor, or you can let it help you grow. Not very different. In the end, it's up to you. I know. Seems I owe you my thanks too. What I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. I'd better be... Okay. Then I'll be by to visit. We both have a lot to learn in catching up to. Here, this is a little something. Scientific investigation. The first book I ever bought. Study it. Thanks, sis. I will. So, another case came to a close. For the sisters I have made. Great that their lives have only just begun. As for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. I need to rediscover myself. Well, don't go tricking off just yet, Paul. What is it? Just Just a little matter to be told about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with you. The folks at the prison are different. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, haha, you see. Right here is the one who'll be footing the bill. Huh? Huh? What? You think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding. Huh? 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 Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to... Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Objection!
Made it. Made it to the end of the game. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Oh, that's cute. I'll just... for watching with hanging out. Yikes, I thought I was a gunner for a moment there. In the end though, overlook my unauthorized visit of the chief's office. Penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. Just goes to show, you can't shake me up that easy. Good for you. I won't jump right into the game. I want to play something. I think I'll be good. Lost trick. Mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Leave it, I've been promoted assistant. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance. I'll show them though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes sir, then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe. Tell me that's foreshadowing. I do not want to deal. Surprised I didn't put the song. Badger song. Oh. What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a lunch partner? So I managed to sneak distant, seeing one of the guards at sea. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. Even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Hey, this was the last game stream of the year. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way Lunch. Top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Seem to dig the Turnabout team. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Mr. Left. Anyway, that he's been doing something or another for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh no, I forgot my cable. Sorry, gotta go. Does bro exist outside of that scene? Has anyone ever seen him outside? A real person? Maya! Nothing's so like fresh country air. Well, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training is about to begin. Coming! Well, round Nick. He is a robot, I am afraid. Been over it, mate. This is like a cutting board. But not green. One's probably exists. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you What's going on? Is it time for the line? M? Or is that just the start of the next game? Thanks for coming to see me, Pop. Can't believe I'm going to your pub. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Nana, all I have to do is open. Oh, that's cute. Look at them. I choked them. They're cute. Rise from the ashes. Oh my god, I did it. Holy crap. Did it. Yeah, we're safe. I guess we don't. Well. Alright, that was it. Let's trade, oh, 40 pilot. For watching. Have a good end of the year, guys.